I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for Psychic Fangs, and then I'm going to Shadow Sneak my own Metagross. Pop the weakness policy right now. There it is. Will this one-shot an Ogerpon? My opponent's like probably like, whoa, what is he doing? What is this? I've never seen this before. I just one-shots him. Really cool strat. Really, really cool. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation H VGC. The Pokemon we're featuring today is probably a Pokemon you forgot that was even in Scarlet and Violet, which is Mismagius. I literally looked at this team and was like, oh yeah, this Pokemon's actually in the game, so I have not seen it in forever. It's actually one of the very few mono ghost types in the game that actually you never really even see at all for probably obvious reasons, but we're going to see how it does. I think it's a really cool team. It has some really cool stuff on it, so team around Mismagius and a few other things on this team that can kind of work alongside it. More of a supportive build, which is kind of cool, which I'll break down here in a little bit. It's a team by Nikki. I think their Discord, I think it's Lil Hottie, or I think it's what their name is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if this team has a paste. If it does, I'll throw it in the description down below. I'd have to double check if there's a paste or not, I can't remember. And if the rental's in the corner, if you guys do want to use this team, show the creators some support. I'm going to kind of run through this team. We're going to hop in some games. If there's anything you guys want to see me feature as well, whether it's like specific Pokemon or specific teams or whatever, or if you guys have a team you guys want me to feature, let me know as well. Whether it's in the comments, throw a rental code in the comments, or on Discord or on X, either one of those. That being said, let's hop right into this. We got a bunch of really cool stuff on this team. You got the Mismagius that this team's actually built around. Kind of a cool mon. I think it's like 105 special attack, special defense, and speed. It's pretty much the pre-Flutter main. That was the Flutter main technically before it even existed. It's just the really bad version of Flutter main now, kind of. With like way lower stats. Honestly, is there any reason to really use this thing over Flutter main? Probably not, I guess, apart from like it being Flutter main being illegal in Regulation H. That's the main thing, but even over like a lot of other ghost types, I'm not sure. It is relatively fast. It does have Levitate, which is kind of cool as well. So you compare it alongside like Earthquake or like Bulldoze and stuff, Spam as well, which is kind of cool. And it is relatively fast, and it gets Perish Song. This specific one on this team is actually a Focus Sash variant with like semi-decently fast Tailwind, or not Tailwind, Icy Wind to get the speed drops. You have the Sash there, so you can get the speed drop for speed control, or like Step with Perish Song guaranteed. You can't be faked out because you're a ghost type, which is really nice. And then if you really want to, you can actually self-proc the weakness policy on like the Metagross, or like get the guaranteed Trick Room up with like the Frigoraph with like a Perish Song or something as well. Or like that type of thing, or just get some really solid damage off before you die as well, which is kind of cool. So overall, that's kind of what it really is on this team. It's kind of there to enable some stuff on this team with speed control or proccing a weakness policy, which is kind of what it's there to do. So see how that works. You got the weakness policy Stellar Terra Metagross on this team. This is a crazy set with the weakness policy. Pretty much what you're going to want to do is, if you're going against a faster team, you got the guaranteed Focus Sash on the Mismagius. You go for the Icy Wind, get the speed drop. That way the Metagross on the next turn outspeeds everything. And then before you die, if you're brought down to Sash, you go for Shadow Sneak, get the free weakness policy boost on the Metagross, and you kind of just go from there and just try to KO as much stuff as possible with either a Terra or just with a double +2 boost on your moves. So really cool. I haven't seen Stellar Terra Metagross. That's kind of cool. Got the Frigoraph on this team for more of a slower Trick Room mode. Got the Imprison Trick Room Hyper Voice. And then you also have the Bulldoze, which is really cool as well, to proc your own weakness policy on the Metagross. Could be kind of cool. And my Armor Tail there to actually block priority too, which is kind of crucial for this team. Grassy Seed Sneasler with Terra Dark, just a really standard set. Leftovers, Hyper Voice, Terra Steel, Primarina. I think this is probably more of a bulkier EV spread with Calm Mind, so it's kind of what it really is. I've not seen much Calm Mind Primarina, kind of unique. And then you just got your standard AV Rillaboom, so with knockoff. So I don't know if knockoff's going to be better than U-turn. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll see how that actually works. Apart from that, let's hop in some games. Alright, we hear the game. We're going against a Regulation G Calyrex team. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Whimsicott, Ogerpon, Water, Landorus, Urshifu. I think that's probably Urshifu Dark. Raging Bolt, and then Calyrex. So what do I want here? This actually ain't too bad of a game for like Metagross if I can get the Policy procced. Or even the Mismagius here ain't too bad. Part of me just wants to lead like Metagross, Mismagius, or just like go Rillaboom Sneasler lead ain't too bad either. Depends what he really brings though, that's kind of the main issue I'm having here. I think I'm going to lead Sneasler, Rillaboom lead. I'm going to bring the Metagross in the back, and I'm going to bring the Mismagius here. I think that's what I'm going to try to roll with. I'm not expecting much going against a Regulation G team at all. Like, this team is not meant to go against Regulation G teams, but I'm still going to try it anyways. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really appreciate it. Really helps out the channel. So it is Urshifu Dark. That's surprising. I guess it makes sense because he has a water type on his team already. Boost here as well. I think I just go for Dire Claw. If he goes Terra Steel Whimsicott, that's fine. I just fake out here and force him to protect. I think what he wants to do probably is actually Encore me into fake out, so that maybe is kind of bad. He might Encore me into fake out this next turn, we'll find out. I would not be surprised. He's not even Sash, so that's good. He does have Tailwind, but like I have Unburden, so I think Unburden I still have to be like his entire team. I'm Terra Dark, so if he has Calyrex in the back, I go for Throat Chop and one-shot him. There's the Calyrex. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. I'm going Terra Dark. I'm going Terra Dark, y'all. I don't think he's going to go Terra Fairy in my face because I can hit him with Dire Claw. I think he just stays the normal typing. I don't think he Terras here. And then I could Grassy Glide here. I think I just go for Woodhammer though. Is he Sash Calyrex? I think he might be Sash. If he's Sash Calyrex, maybe I'm actually going to double into Calyrex. I'm scared that he's Sash Calyrex because the Whimsicott's not Sash. So the Calyrex might be Focus Sash. He actually outspeeds me, even with Unburden. That's crazy. I know he has a Tailwind and actually has nothing. Why does it do nothing? I live. I actually tank 2 moves, okay? Why does that literally do nothing? Crit. The crit did not matter there at all. I'm surprised Astral Barrage did so little damage. I thought it would do way more than that. He could have been Sash though, maybe that's why his damage was lacking. He didn't have a Life Orb or Specs. He was probably Sash there. He does outspeed me here, which kind of sucks. So I think what I do here is I just go for, I'm gonna close combat here actually. I'm gonna close combat. Urshifu if I somehow live. And I'm just gonna Grassy Glide here. I'm gonna double into Urshifu on this turn. Now he's gonna Terra, he's gonna go Terra Water. It's really ballsy to do though, because I can just go for Grassy Glide here and he would have took even better damage. Or like way more damage. Really ballsy play. Doing really good though. We're doing really fucking good. Holding our own versus a Regulation G Calyrex team. We're doing pretty fucking good. Sneasler put in a fuck ton of work. Got Mismagius in the back with a weakness policy Metagross here too. I think I'm gonna go for it, y'all. I think we're gonna go for it here. I'm gonna go for the Icy Wind Protect, and hopefully it doesn't go for like Spiky Shield. I'm gonna Protect here, and then I'm gonna go for Icy Wind. I'm Sash, so like he will outspeed me under Tailwind. Like he has to bring me down to Sash, which he doesn't do yet, so I got another turn in me. Alright, now he's at like -1 speed, so... What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for Psychic Fangs, and then I'm gonna Shadow Sneak my own Metagross. Pop the weakness policy right now. There it is. Will this one-shot an Ogerpon? My opponent's like probably like, whoa, what is he doing? What is this? I've never seen this before. I just one-shot him. Really cool strat. Really cool. Not bad. Dominant victory versus a Regulation G team. Really impressive. Calyrex did not stand a chance. I think I just got really lucky though. I just happened to have Terra Dark Sneasler with Unburden. And like 2 things on the field that were able to live in Astral Mirage at the time, so... If I didn't have that, like those 2 things on the field, I think it would have got wrecked. If it was like Metagross, like Misdreavus or whatever, or Mismagius. I think I would have probably got wrecked, but whatever. I'll take the win. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we have another game. We're going against another Regulation G team. Eternatus, Incineroar, Milo, Politoed, Chien-Pao, Primarina. So like, triple water type is really interesting. I think what I do here is I actually leave Frigoraph Metagross. Frigoraph Metagross looks really good. Rillaboom in the back looks really nice. That's my last mod. What else do I want to bring here? I think it's either Sneasler or Mismagius, but like I don't see Mismagius really doing much here at all, unfortunately. Icy Wind gives the Milo a +2 competitive boost, like that's about all that does. Shadow Ball really doesn't do much. I think I just bring Sneasler here, unfortunately. Doesn't really do much this game. Alright, this ain't too bad. I'm gonna actually bulldoze here. I'm gonna bulldoze. Yeah, I'm gonna bulldoze here. I'm gonna bulldoze. He can't sucker punch me, which is really nice. And then I'm gonna Iron Head here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Throw Chop. That actually, I might actually die to my own bulldoze. He actually also just procs my weakness policy for me, so that's really nice of him. I think I died of Hyper Voice here, though. I trade with the Chien-Pao pretty much. but I think I died of Hyper Voice. Kinda sucks. I wish he wouldn't have had Throw Chop. I'm surprised I tanked that though. Throat Spray, Pre-Marine. I'm assuming he has Polytoad in the back and then a Eternatus. I'm assuming that's what he has. I don't know, Incineroar kind of sucks for me because I'm forced to fake him out. I'll Hyper Voice here. And I'm going to fake out his own Incineroar here. He might Terra the Pre-Marina here, which he's gonna. He's afraid of the Grassy Glide. So he's probably Terra Grass or like Terra Steel. He's Terra Steel. That's good for the Sneasler though. Rocky Helmet, Incineroar, okay. The Rillaboom is kind of in a shitty spot right now because it really doesn't do anything at all this game. Like, what do I do here? Like, I literally do nothing. Like, I can go for Wood Hammer, but like, it's resisted on everything he has. I don't know, what do I even go? I guess the Incineroar is more of a threat because he can Intimidate spam me, which is kind of an issue. I don't know, this is going to be a match where I don't think the Sneasler's going to be able to pull it out of its ass. It's going to be like literally Sneasler versus his entire team, and I just don't think it's possible. I do take another Hyper Voice though, so I do have one more turn. I think it's close combat here. I'm going to close combat and then I'm going to go for Wood Hammer. It's going to be the Sneasler either versus the Eternatus or like... Here comes the Eternatus. Eternatus is coming in. Yeah, I lose. I don't think there's any way I got breakthrough Eternatus. I have nothing to hit it. That does nothing. I think the only way I can maybe break through it is if I get a sleep with Dire Claw. I don't know that. I think I need the Metagross. The Metagross is my check to the Eternatus too. I just lost it too early. And the main problem I had this match too. The Metagross I brought specifically for the Eternatus, and I just couldn't do anything with it. I think I just lose here. I don't know how I win. Like, the Sneasler can make a comeback, but it can't win this low of a deficit. It's good, but it ain't that damn good. I mean, considering this team ain't made to go against Regulation G team, so like that's 2 games now we won against the Regulation G team. One we almost won, which was this one, and then the other one we actually ended up winning. So still pretty impressive though. I don't know, a lot of people think I judge these Regulation H teams on the casual ladder if I'm going against like Regulation G or F teams, and I judge them based off that, which I don't. Like, I purely judge these teams based off of, like, going against other Regulation F teams. Like, if I'm going against Regulation H teams, I mean. Like, if I'm going against Regulation F teams or G teams, like, I'll try to play into them and try to still fight them, but, like, if I get wrecked, then I'm like, oh, well, this team isn't meant to go against us anyways. Like, I don't really take that into consideration. Whether like a team's good or bad, so I don't know. I'll see you guys in another match. Yeah, we're here with another game. Opponents run a really cool Regulation H team. Beartic, Alolan Ninetales, Dragonite, Ursa Luna Blood, King Gambit, and Sinistcha. Really cool team. I want to bring here. Metagross looks so fucking good here, though. Metagross looks so good. Same with Sneasler. Sneasler also looks really, really good here. It wrecks, like, literally half his team. It's really, really good. Leading Sneasler, Rillaboom for sure. I'm going to bring the Metagross in the back. And I think I'm going to try to bring the Mismagius. It's kind of a bad game for it because they have King Gambit. But I'm going to try to bring it here one last time. Didn't too bad of a lead. Question is here, like, does he Terra? Is he like Terra Ghost King Gambit? That's the question here. I'm gonna close combat him. He could be Terra Ghost, but I can't really do anything that. We're gonna see if he's multi-scale or inner focus. Most Dragonites right now are running in multi-scale, so no Terra, that's huge. Just a free 1 and KO turn 1, that's nice. Opens up the door for the Metagross and the Mismagius in the back. He is multi-scale, so that's nice. A lot of the Dragonites right now aren't even running inner focus anymore, they're all just running multi-scale. He does have Ninetales. I'm not really afraid of Ninetales, but like, he's forced to Terra here, otherwise he probably gets one-shotted. I'm just gonna knock off onto the Dragonite here. He's probably loaded dice. He's actually Sash. Oh, he just lives. He just lives on an invisible focus Sash. That's crazy. I live. Even with a crit, I live. Wow. I wish I would have went for Grassy Glide. That has to be like the lowest roll ever. That has to be like the lowest roll of all time. I go into Mismagius here though. I think it's really solid. I think the Sneasler probably drops on this turn, but I can go for Icy Wind here. I just Dire Clog, and I don't think he even saves Ninetales. I'm assuming his last mount's Beartic. And I'll Icy Wind here. So this guy's running Terra Normal E-Speed Dragonite with no inner focus. That's a new one. I haven't seen that in forever. Blizzard. I have Sash though, so at the very least I do get a Icy Wind off here. And like, he can't E-speed Metagross. I mean, like, he can, but, like, you can't E-speed the Mismagius here, too, so... And we know he's not Choice Banded. Oh, he has Beartic, okay. Does Beartic outspeed in the snow? And, like, what does he have to one-shot me is the question here. Because I just click Iron Head, I think. I kind of want a Stellar Terra here, too. I'm going to Stellar Terra and Iron Head. And I'm going to pop my Weakness Ball Seal. I don't know what he what does he have to really one-shot me, though? I don't know what he has. I think actually just needs to go after Dragonite. I think the Dragonite's more of a threat here. I don't know what Beartic has to hit me. I'm gonna actually I can go for I don't think he has Aurora Veil up though. I think it's Iron Head here. Onto the Dragonite. I'm gonna go for Shadow Sneak to pop my Policy. I don't know what Beartic has to hit Metagross with. I think if the Dragonite has like Fire Punch or something else, I think that's more of a threat. He had Aqua Jet. No. No. I mean, he gets greedy. He gets greedy, though. He goes for the greed. Will this one-shot him from this range? I don't know. I don't think I'm that strong. I'm not that strong. I don't have Bullet Punch either, which kind of sucks. I don't know what he has for me. Like, he has Aqua Jet, but, like, I don't know what you have for me here. I guess Earthquake for Chip. +1 E-Speed. How much is going to do? She does a solid chunk. Oh, he has Sword. He got greedy again. Your Snow's going to run out pretty soon, I think. I think he has, like, 1 or 2 more turns of Snow. I'm not sure, though. Get rid of the Dragonite. I have an Iron Head on lock for you, bud. Well, SD, Aqua Jet, maybe Protect. I don't know if he has Protect. I just want to turn to Snow. I just Protect here. Superpower, okay. Aqua Jet, SD, Sword Stance, and Superpower. Okay. Well, now that the snow's gone, I should outspeed. I think he loses. Okay, he's faster than me. I live on 18 though. Holy shit! I don't know how he outspeeds me. I don't know if this Metagross is max speed though. I have to look at the EVs on this. Maybe I'm not max speed. Oh, clutch win. Really clutch. Really down to the wire game. I'll give my opponent props though. The Beartic's cool. For trying to use the Beartic. I'll take the win. So far, so good. Got a lot of good things to say about this team so far. Actually, it's actually been doing pretty good. So let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, really cool team. I think the Mismagius on this team fits a really cool role, and actually, when you do bring it, it usually always does something, which I think is really nice. You can't say that much about like a lot of other mons that are kind of just thrown onto a team, so at the very least, it actually fits pretty well on this team when you need it for something. Not really much I would actually change with this team at all either. I think this team's pretty good. I think the only thing I would maybe change is like knockoff on Rillaboom. There's some times where I wish I had U-turn, but maybe that was just the games I was getting. Same with the Primarina. I feel like the Primarina, especially with Calm Mind, the main issue it has is it just gets worn down way too easily before you're able to really set up and do damage. But that was probably just because of I had some bad luck and some bad matchups without what I was bringing it versus. So, not saying it's bad for this team. Maybe it just had some bad luck for some games where it didn't really work. I don't know, you guys gotta understand too, like, that you guys probably see like 3 or 4 games in the video, but like with every single team that I feature, I usually do like 3 to 4, like 5 testing games beforehand to kind of see how the team plays and everything, and that type of thing. So I do more games than you guys usually see. That's usually what I end up doing, like off screen, pretty much. So when I did bring the Premium Arena, like I tried bringing it a few times, like in my testing games, and like each time I brought it, it really didn't do that much because I wasn't able to really get set up. And like without setup, you're not really doing that much damage since you don't have Throat Spray or like Life Orb or any offensive item. So only really, like, my only major complaint, but I'm not saying it's because it's bad. I think I just got some bad matchups where I wasn't really able to do much with it. So Sneasler by far, though, I think is probably the thing that carries this team the most. If you can get the Metagross going, the Metagross with the weakness policy is really good if you can get it set up right. But I think overall, just raw power for this team, like a carry pick, is by far the Sneasler. By far, like, probably the best thing on this team, if I'm being real. Probably, it even outshadows the Mismagius, which is kind of sad, but it's Sneasler. It's really, really good, so can't really deny how good it is. As like one of the top usage grades, especially in this regulation. So kind of actually taking credit for that too, because I was one of the first people to actually use Sneasler way back at the start of the regulation age. And then like after I uploaded that team, and after I used that team, like literally like 1 or 2 weeks after that, that's when Sneasler started gaining traction and gaining popularity. So was it because I used it first? I'm not sure. Was I a contributing factor? Probably. I don't know, maybe. I'd like to think I was. But apart from that, if you guys want to use a team, Rental in the corner, paste down below. Pretty solid team. Mismagius is a really cool mon. I just wish it was a lot better. It has good stats, like for like back in like Gen 4, Gen 5. Like, I think for like going into Generation 10, I think it just gets power crept, especially when Flutter main's in the game. Like, why would you ever use this thing when Flutter main exists? Like, I don't know. Just because you want to use it and you like it more, I think that's the only reason why. I guess with Regulation Age, Flutter main's banned too. That's the main reason, but even then, there's just a lot of other stuff you'd probably rather use. But overall on this team, it fits pretty well. It does its job whenever you usually bring it, so not really any issues there. If you guys like the video, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I also do stream over here. I stream Wi-Fi battles, usually every Saturday night around 9 ADST. So if you guys want to drop by when I'm live, feel free to. I also have I usually use stream over here like Overwatch or Apex Legends, usually on Friday nights, and I also stream on Twitch sometimes on Sunday nights. Link to that down below if you guys want to go follow me on Twitch. Apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in a future video.